Okay. All right. I suddenly just crashed, and I have no idea what happened at all. Like, my internet just died. But yeah, we are back. We are. That was a long. The thing is, like, I don't even know what happened. Like, it wasn't that long. It was like what, like 10 minutes, give or take. Anyway, we're back. Okay. Let me like double check like how much would a one of those wireless dongles would cost. I need to like get one of them. Okay. Going through cutscene again. Oh, that means oh, that's so dumb. So I'm gonna go into my PC build and I'm going to get this wireless dongle. Basically I just hook it to my PC and I go from there. It should basically cost about like what? $20? And if I really want a good one, maybe like 60 at most. My PC definitely is done. Okay, so we're gonna basically redo the cutscene. Doesn't matter that this one I don't mind skipping. Like I don't mind not skipping. I meant to say, like skipping as in just like quickly going through the dialogues, not the actual skip button, because this one is kind of important, and I kind of want like a second review on this. So there are 14 stars that was sent. And so far, every single one of them all turned to be dead.
Give chase. We shall herd her into the shelter.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please. Please protect them. Protect them all.
Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
This is where we left off.
They are all dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter. Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed? To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey, or none who desire to live, what then? What answers would she derive from their silence?
Meteion, enough! Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Turning a deaf ear, are we? We are taking Meteion back to Amarot. As I understand, we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes. Meteion. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Meteion, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You fool!
Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers us to the pain you feel with the creation is returned to the ether? Had you never cast your accursed question to the distant star, you may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Hermes has headed to considering the expensive dimensions of the place. Even me have a difficult time looking at either. All I can say is that he entered from the rooftop and likely arrived at the other uppermost point of the facility. So I would presume. Of course we presume. No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Meteon is a potential threat that needs to be brought under our control. The Convocation's duties to safeguard the star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Minute, already? It is clear we stand on precipice, but we have yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Meteon is the hand which puts us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must keep chase. Even if neither Hermes or Meteon is ultimately responsible, we cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Agreed on all accounts. Sorry. Agreed on all accounts. To Kitsius Hyperborea we go. Kitsius Hyperborea. Theseus Hyperborea. What are we here? Excuse me, has something happened inside? Mr. Venus, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded, and this put into a state of alert. Proceeding dictated that we evacuated immediately, and we have yet to investigate further. This is Hermes doing, obviously. And what does the state of alert entail exactly? A field of dampening magic is wrapped over the entire facility, usually in response to escape entities and the like. This is as scholars observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. And consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes. We must enter the premises regardless. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has picked to drop in our paths. With that spell in place, we're not like to be at the fighting best. And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I have little to offer beyond ethereal vision. Then you will have to put the talent of yours to good use. You were fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, I recall. Fairly skilled? Now you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. You'll need only make the most of your strengths, and I'll fill in the gaps as required. I was once a Zim after all, so it's my job to rise to the occupation, be that as a defender, aggressor, or healer. I feel better about my lack of prowess already. And you, Emmett, can impress us with your arcane majesty. Your potent spells as easily as your breathing, but can also channel that power in a protective manner, if you so choose, yes? Well, yes. Should the situation call for it. Excellent. Then that should cover us, and that covers all our fronts. Your tale led us here already, so it's only right you lead us for now. It's only right that you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win through to Hermes and Nithium. And then we will face the future together. I actually want to fight with Venet, so I'm going to do this with NPCs. Like, I want to fight with Venet. Oh, that is wonderful.
Come, let us be off.
So he is an all-rounder. All-rounder.
Let's get this over with.
I would be mad if you didn't. Exactly.
Can scarcely contain my excitement.
I love this. Like, I'm pretty sure Zeke would be okay of me just running this dungeon by myself because of this. Like, Vianet, Emmett, Self, Hefel, Diaz. I want to do this to them. There's Hyperborea. Oh wow.
Please, turn back, else I might be forced to.
Wait, there's stuff? Probably are certain survival of species against exercise lives more than highly trained special.
I see you.
Have a
I
taste.
see you, Oblivion. I see you, Oblivion.
I had to move something out of my hand, so because like it was actually starting to get distracting then. It was an arms rest or a wrist rest. It was actually starting to be bothering. Suppose that sits with like and like preventing carpal tunnel.
I see you, Oblivion. I see you opening.
Lives.
Have at you!
Speak off!
Have a taste!
Oh, I get it.
My way!
my way. My way. I'm not entirely useless.
I'm warning you. Stay away.
My way. I see you.
I like 2 stacks, but let's see if I can get here fast. Ooh. Got both.
My way.
Have a taste! Have a taste!
I see you opening.
Let's go get them both after this.
My way.
Hang on. For the shame design, I must make mention of this magnetic part. I kinda look cool now. Damn. I actually look cool. Might actually keep this.
My way.
I'm also waiting for like the new limited class Beastman, right? I really want to see when that will come out. Okay. Oh, that's I got time it perfectly. Come on.
Have a taste.
My way.
No.
Try true.
Yes, that was a waste of a button, but I might as well do this thing.
My way.
No.
I cannot let you take Meteon. Not yet.
Strike true.
Ah.
I'm not entirely useless. I see you opening.
There we go. Turn around. Thanks. Usually use a spell just launching right there, but no. Not. That was my own mistake.
Speak off.
My way.
I must hear their answers before they're expunged from existence.
This may stick. Strike true. This may stick. Out of my way.
Flying Rifle. Introduction. Millionaire disassociated with weapon parts. Breakthrough in the submarine cold in use, which was discovered by Daniel during his tenure as chief overseer of Elpis, a true inspired idea that brought us to the star. Here we are. Oh, by the way, if you want a tank, I mean, brain work. I can't read.
It comes.
By the way, if you aren't a tank, Emma is.
I have no wish
He
to
is
fight.
dark.
But this
Nice.
time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction.
I'm guessing, Vianette would be a paladin if I wasn't tanking or Emmett wasn't tanking. She would be a dancer if she was DPS. Obviously, conjurer as, or sorry, white mage as a healer. Okay, that is interesting.
I will have the time and tranquility I require.
I see you.
Gust and gale, gather to me. Ancient brand, unleash your power. Dust and wind, pierce my foe. Stars on high, fall as rain.
Pay attention to the mechanics. Got it.
I'm not entirely useless.
Streams of ether, surge as one.
I see you. I see you opening.
I'm literally just like poking on the mechanic right now.
Dust and wind, pierce my foe.
I'm not entirely useless.
Stars on high, fall as rain.
I see you.
Okay. This one I
see.
understand. Move.
Even when transformed, I am not finished yet.
This is fine.
I'm not entirely useless.
I was choking on mechanics.
No! My power!
Yeah, that was painful even for me to witness. I was just choking on mechanics. Hopefully he has calmed down a little. A married chase he led us on. What is the resentment itself?
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteion into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteion, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed. And that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse. One race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future. and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy. They found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived. Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Etheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful. We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Etheris.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die?
Oh,
Have
yes,
you
even.
lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, does it not stand to reason that we too should be discarded?
That is sophistry, and you know it!
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. But who is to say that you are right? Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish from the start. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command. Universal memory alteration. Target area. Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of Emmet Selk of the Convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to Emmet Selk and Hithodeus. Meteon's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Ensuring that I can return back to my time.
Go, Meteon. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
This ends here!
Fly, Meteon!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with. Not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits. And no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact. And I will see that you do. Now then, where is it? There you are, my little confluence.
Almost! Very well, then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
Meteon's gotten away.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
Ugh. No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. But neither can I let you escape!
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was... over...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen. There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Final process complete.
Emmett's
Executing universal
tears.
memory alteration.
Go, Argos!
I'm fine. Just a little tired. Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations?
And thus was a paradox inverted. Yep. That would do it, actually. That would definitely do it.
And yet, I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteion's presence. And the place where to we must go. Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her, one which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emet-Selch and his Ladeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
What becomes of the others, I wonder? But the one paradox that I'm very concerned over is...
I'd like to know too.
Hythlodeus.
Let us ascertain the situation at Kutisis Hyperborea, where they should still be.
That's like the one paradox I would say that I'm curious about, is because
given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case... I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time? Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteion, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos's accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Venar and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Venar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress is well. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Venar about it when next we meet.
Yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteion did, it seems he bore the brunt of it. Once you are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course. As you see fit.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like.
There's
But
your
I
answer.
should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful
There's my
moments.
answer. Okay.
Let us rest. If only for a while.
So Emmett Selk, his memories were never restored because he never returned to the star, like ever. It was only after we defeated him as Hades, and truly defeated him back at Shadowbringers, did he return to the star, and at that point, all of his memories were restored, like everything. Maybe at the final moments of his life, did his memories return. That's why he didn't put much of an full effort, because he knew something was going to happen, or something. But the point is, Emmett's memory restored at his death and returned, and it was when he returned to the star. Hythlodeus. Okay, that makes more sense now for why Hythlodeus talked to us the way he did at the moon. He called us both new and old friend, meaning when Hythlodeus was sacrificed and used to fuel Zodiac, he in a sense returned to the star. Here it says returned to the star, and by doing so, his memories was restored. That doesn't explain the Hythlodeus we met at Amarot, but I don't think. But I think I'm going on the assumption that Hythlodeus, that was not Hythlodeus remembering us. That was Hythlodeus talking as if we were Azem. Like someone familiar with him. As Thrall, I mean, you remember what happened in the fight against Elidibus. That was a fight, yeah. I do remember. The Emmett Selk famous snap of him basically coming into our aid. That was him basically saying, I remember everything. So yeah, that was actually him fully remembering everything as he came for a little bit with his full memories intact. Storytelling in this game is always on point. It is. So I do like that, like compared to that, the fact that they were able to like hint at this all the way back at Shadowbringer is very interesting. The one thing I'm very curious about is the Hythlodeus we met in Amarot. But I guess the best way to explain it, it's basically like an NPC that only had like a few choice words, few choice lines and sentences. They can't deviate from a script that Emmett Selk himself put into them. But the Hythlodeus one was always unique. The Hythlodeus shadow back at Amarot was a unique one. Like there was hints that specific shadow knew a bit more. But I'm guessing Emmett Selk kind of allowed him to know a bit more. Considering you are literally Azem, he thought of you as akin to Azem. Okay. So I was on the right assumption that he thought of us as familiar. That would explain Heteladius on the moon, the true Heteladius, the soul of Heteladius. How he remembers everything. He called us old and new friend. He basically said, yeah, hinting that it's like, oh, I know you. But how do you know me? It's like, oh, you, and then, like, basically it was a funny talk, and it was almost as if in that dialogue, his own memories was slowly being restored, and by the time he left and said goodbye, by the time he left saying goodbye, old and new friend, and then that was at that point his memories were restored. I'm guessing it was a very slow process because he didn't fully return to the star as he was still part of the Zodiac. And I think at that point Zodiac was dead. Or dying. No. Yes. Yes. Zodiac died. And then we had that cutscene. No, before, stop it. We had that cutscene, then Zodiac died, then, yeah. Right? Point is, I was on the moon. Okay, but that ties that up, that ties Emmett up. And then, Fandaniel. Fandaniel, obviously we don't know if he remembers or anything at all, because he's dead. We defeated him when he merged with Zodiac. But I think something lingered in him. Question is, how did we meet Elidibus here? Because Emmett Selk is Hades, Elidibus is someone else. So, because Elidibus says, like, before we left, it's like, wait a minute, I remember. How do I remember? So, it's like, I remember you being there. That's not possible. So,
after all, you and I... Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that's the line I was talking about. I need a shot. You know what? Putting a little pause on the MSQ, because I need to clean stuff. Alright. I'm just basically going to go into the shop and just sell stuff. Yeah, that's the line I was talking about. So yeah, it was at that point Hithilius' memories returned. Yeah, the fact that I had a lot. Alright. I'm literally just like emptying my entire inventory. Alright. I should probably not do this here. There we go. As for Hermes, I think it unlikely he'll create more entities. He poured much into Meteor. Now she and her sisters are gone, dissipating in his mind. The grief must be unbearable. He'll blame himself, and he'll believe he had never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, and Meteor would have never been born to suffer and die. And offered to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day, hence, he'll face the advent of final days in the role of Daniel. There we go. Now we can actually fly as well. Art. Listen to me. Our duty now is to demonstrate Hermes for his misstated determination, or to convince Mitsilk and Hythlodia that they have been deceived. Now, no, we must instead ensure the experience Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. You must fight this battle in your age, and I in mine. Come, let us walk and talk once more. I will see you to the doors of the pavilion. Wait, now I can fly now. Because the main reason why I was very concerned for Paradox is because, let's be honest, time travel can get messy. Anything related to time always gets messy. Your time in the stage is drawing to an end. While speaking to Vienna, several cutscenes were playing in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these cutscenes in your entirety.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither, and will take you home.
Yes, this is where we part ways. Perhaps I should stay and help.
I appreciate your sentiment. I truly do. But 'tis a very long game that we must now play. And while you have maintained a stable presence here thus far, there are dangers in lingering over long. No. You must return to your own battlefield. Make use of the knowledge you have attained, that your days here and our friends' sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteon free to pursue her designs, 'tis only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted, and bring them into the fold. Ordinarily, I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. And were he made aware of his actions, There is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe. Alternately, we might try to alienate him from the Convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind who would be invaluable in the crises to come. Quite the dilemma. Which is why I must work independently of the Convocation. Regardless of how we proceed, if we are to permanently avert the final days, we must be equal to Hermes' challenge. We must prove that mankind is worthy to exist. And this hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and seemingly inevitable end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteion at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him, on us. You may find your world to be very different, or perhaps the erasure of our friends' memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end. As you move forward, so too will I, as will all, resolved to fight for the morrow. And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion. She who sings it will learn our journey is far from over. This I promise. Fare you well, my light of the future, till we meet again.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandani.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees. Where terror twists magics into abominations. Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end. That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiark. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days. Yet the cries echoed still. We wept for innocence lost, wailed for death inevitable. A reality too terrible to bear. And for too many who sought comfort in gilded memories of joyful days and tranquil nights.
This is all wrong! Why must we suffer so?
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
We can't accept it! We won't accept it! It will be ours again! A world free of sorrow!
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiark! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this, I choose to believe in mankind's potential, in his ability to find a way forward. So let there be no way back. From that temptation, I sunder us. No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise. Henceforth, he shall walk. All is excruciating pain. I breathe fire and torment. I birth a world of suffering to mire and plague. In one fleeting moment, lives come and go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect beings, yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy, even as darkness descends. And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
I get the cutscene now. Heidelin doesn't want us to flee the star. No. She was preparing a ship for us to travel to the end of the universe and slap a bitch. She was preparing an army. She wanted us to bring an army. To slap a bitch. Oh. You slice. Now, I gotta change. Fast. No one must know that. You saw nothing. No one saw anything. Hang on. No, oh no. Farming one dude. What's the difference? There is no difference. Someone's getting slapped. It was, like I said, it was the biggest miscommunication that we all could have made. As I said, Heidelin warned us that something was coming. The Forum took the prophecies of Heidelin as a means to escape, but now with this added knowledge, she didn't want us to escape. She was wanting us to fly to the end of the universe and fight, because she put a tracker. Does need to be taught a lesson, but Hermes is the one. Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. So, let me lower the volume, because... Okay. So, Meteon needs to be taught a lesson. Hermes needs to be taught a lesson. Several people are getting slapped. 10 wasted Sunday. But I think Hermes is already dead. I beat the having shit out of him more. For what the hell he just did. Yeah. out the depths of my hatred for that bastard. Yes, indeed. So, okay. Yes. It was basically the forum that took Hydaelyn's prophecies as the final days and the means of the moon as, and they put two and two together as, no, we need to escape to the moon and do all this. But no, escaping to the moon was not the option, because as we just learned, Meteon, as well as her sisters, plan to release this through all life. The source isn't just ephemeris. It's this whole plane of existence. That includes the moon. So escaping to the moon was not an option. Because if we escape, Meteon still kills the source. Nah, it's fine. I allowed it. But yeah, because the source is this entire plane of existence, is this entire plane, this entire mortal plane. With that case, then, when the forum says we have means of escape, that was not correct. There is no real escape. Now, going back in that past and seeing everything that happened, Hydaelyn putting a tracker onto Meteon as a tiny bird, Hydaelyn planning everything, or not even Hydaelyn, I'll just say Vienna planning everything, setting up a means to stall Zodiac for us to kill, setting up, and that released the plague of the final days. That released, I want to say, Meteon and Hermes, one of the two. Something happened that I fully don't understand, but that she then prepared travel to the moon. She then prepared a spaceship on the moon. She wasn't wanting us to escape the fight. She literally told us, return to the battlefield and I'll honor our promise. That promise was, we're gonna go slap a bitch. Let's do it. Basically, yeah, literally, no, the exact words of, let's do it! So she was waiting for us to have all this knowledge. And now that we have all this knowledge, we're not escaping. We're going to the end of the galaxy. And Meteon is going to be taught a lesson or three. After all, Hydaelyn loves humanity. She doesn't want us to just give up. You kept the lady waiting millennia. I kept the lady. I kept the woman waiting. Never leave a woman or lady in waiting. Never leave a woman or lady waiting. How dare I? And here I go dallying again. Alright, I'm just like literally skipping their dialogues now. Yeah, this is just unlocking hunts. Yeah. Just unlocking hunts. Alright. Right back. I have a tinfoil hat theory. Do you think that if we just ran into, let's say, where Midsummer is, like that area, the Christopher, and we just go to that shore, and we just shout, Vignette, Heidelin, I'm ready. I remember our promise. Do you think she'll finally listen to us? Like, just shout that at the top of the lungs to the sky? Tinfoil hat theory. Snow. It looks like death, not gonna lie. Want answers or just thinking out loud? I'm just thinking out loud. This is literally what I do when I play games that I enjoy. I just think and theorize, and then I just keep playing. Like, even in Persona, like, I was doing the exact same thing. Alright. Impeccable timing as always. I've heard you're off in the first as part of your efforts to investigate the final days. I do the same. The hive mind is strong. The hive mind indeed is strong. Well, as often and sometimes be the case, while you're away, we've had some few developments, which we can discuss in just a few moments now. For now, however, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have you back. Okay. I'm going to end stream right here for now. I'll be right back. I just want to go get some bubble tea. But yeah. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'll come back later when I have my bubble tea, and probably like within like 2 hours or so, depending on how long the line is. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Cheers. I'm gonna get